Hello and welcome back to the 30-day Nature Connection Challenge. And today is another quite sunny day. We just had a bee visit these daffodils, which is lovely, and that beautiful yellow. So maybe something that you can do is just to notice colours. So we've got these wonderful yellows, and just over here, now you might regard this as a patch of weeds, that actually they're doing a wonderful job for local wildlife. So we've got the kind of pinkish purple of the red dead nettles and the dandelion there. So and I saw my first lesser celandine, unfortunately not in the garden, but my first lesser celandine today, and some cherry blossom. Just lots to welcome. So whites of snowdrops, and some pinks and some yellows. There's some sort of orangey yellow crocuses and a sort of purpley iris. Still some sort of reddish berries, obviously lots of green. Oh, and just over here, pulmonaria, lungwort. Here we go. So this sort of lovely pinkish, but also look at those leaves. The great patterning on these leaves of the lungwort. And there's a spider just at the back there. And the song thrush singing. I think the song thrush may have been almost a constant presence throughout this challenge. So just wonderful. So we're really, as we've gone through this challenge, it's become more and more spring-like, and the birds have really perked up now. They're really starting to get busy, and lots of singing and activities. So sort of really noticing that. So the flowers emerging and the birds singing, and seeing signs of the invertebrates emerging as well, which is also just lovely to see, and just really just appreciating everyone, every sort of different species, and them kind of coming into their own, which is wonderful. And I think something to share here, although it is sometimes chilly, sometimes wet, there's so much happening, and there's so much happening really all year round, but this time of year is really special, and you can really miss out if you're stuck indoors. And just reflecting back over the course of the challenge, and we've seen just in this garden so many species, just had an incredible, just be coming out for sort of 5, maybe 10 minutes a day, and really seeing the changes, noticing the smells and the sounds, and so many different species, so much diversity. And you really, this is just about kind of getting to know your local patch. I have to cross roads to get to the local park, but it's a sort of 15-minute loop, and I'm along a river in a little bit of woodland. It's not huge, it's not a particularly vast space, and it's perhaps the same walk every day, but it's constantly changing. So there's always fresh interest. Every day is different, and it's the same thing in the garden. And even if you're sort of looking at the sky or the trees, or the plants in the cracks in the pavement, there's always something, it's just a case of really getting out and noticing it. And it really should be possible for everyone to sort of have 5 minutes a day, ideally more than that, but they say that if you're out for sort of 15 minutes in daylight, it can really help with your sleep. There's certainly health benefits, lots of health benefits, from sort of lowered blood pressure, to the mental health benefits, the sort of general sense of well-being, reduced anxiety and depression associated with nature connectedness. So it's really, really important. Yeah, sort of boosted immune system. I could really, I could tell you so much about all these different things. So it's really good for you, and it also helps us to be more connected by being more connected with nature. We're more likely to take actions to protect, and it's a relationship, just like our human relationships. It's when during lockdown I was coming out to this tree out here, and getting comfort, getting support, actually hugging the tree, to be honest, because I couldn't get to loved ones, and it definitely helped me. I mean, it's not the same thing as hugging your family in this, in quite the same way. I wouldn't say it's a substitute, but actually in some ways it is the same, and this tree and the the plants and animals here are my family, but it's not a substitute for the people. It's just that it's family. But it's hard to explain that, and it's not something I would have believed before I kind of built these relationships. It maybe sounds a little bit strange to be speaking in those terms, unless it's something that you've experienced. But yeah, and I'd highly recommend it. It's so worthwhile. It would be lovely to think that there's, the plants and animals are getting something back from that relationship. And probably they are, because I'm tending to this space and looking after things here in a way which flows from that connection. I think it's safe to say that it does flow both ways. I'll leave it there for today, and look forward to being back again tomorrow.